Okay, I've got a big update for you guys on the Ant Hefe situation, and things are getting a little bit confusing. So it was reported yesterday that there was a shooting at a taco stand on Sunday, which would have been the 17th of May. Everyone was saying that that is the murder that Ant Hefe is apparently being arrested for. Well, now they're saying that that's not the murder. Now, I'm a little bit confused. You guys are probably a little bit confused, but I'm going to straighten everything out in this video. But I first saw this information on Poetic Flacco's channel. Now look, okay, maybe we shouldn't take everything Poetic Flacco says as gospel, even though he has had a lot of interesting inside info. He's got a lot of links. Okay, he was the first person to report this, and the timeline did seem to line up. So let's just refresh our memory on kind of Flacco kind of being the first person to put this information out there, and then I'll cover some of what the rest of sort of people are saying now is the truth about what was going on. Apparently it's a different murder, and they're saying there's like 4 different murders people have tried to pin on Ant Hefe that basically you know, we don't know which one it is. But let's hear what Flacco said, and I'm going to update you guys.
They don't know how to mind their business. So young Ant Hefe is at the taco stand minding his business, trying to get some tacos, trying to eat. A Pablo Blood pull up. I think like ain't the Pablos from like 5'4" or 5 Deuce, who knows, right? But the Pablo Blood pull up. Instantly, an altercation breaks out. He starts to bang on young Ant Hefe. Where you from, Blood? And Hefe, I'm from A-Tray Gangsta Crib. Cool. That should have been the end of it. Hey, you from Pablo's? I'm from A-Tray Gangsta Crib. I'm here for some tacos. Let me go about my day. But no. Back and forth kept happening. Now, young Ant Hefe did something that I think we should all do. Young Ant Hefe walks away. Gets back into his car. Now, when young Ant Hefe gets back into his car, the Pablo Blood follows young Ant Hefe to his car. Now, here's the thing, okay? When a gang member asks you, where you from? That's dumb. Asking you to validate, right? You have a right to walk where you're currently at. Now, my rights to walk and freedom of passage is my natural rights. It's my birthright, okay? My natural right is freedom of passage and my freedoms. Okay, so I can walk anywhere I want to walk because that's my natural right as a human being, right? And nobody has a right to tell me where I can't walk, right? So when a gang member asks me where I'm from, I'm not, man, yo, leave me alone, man, all right, man. I ain't answering none of that, bruh. But, you know, gang culture, that's the thing. So Ant Hefe answers it. Now, I guess when young Ant Hefe is going back to his car, the Pablo Blood probably feels like he got the best of the situation. And he wanted to get the best of Mo. So he follows young Ant Hefe to the car. Ant Hefe is in the car. The Pablo Blood is still talking ish from the vehicle. F this, F this, F this. And when I say F this and F this, y'all know what I mean when I say F this and F this. I can't say it. Right, because you feel me? Again, I got Crip homies who I loved, who, you know, certain words I can't say, because if I say them words, P Nice will call my phone tripping. P Nice will check me if I say those words. Right? Rockstar will call my phone tripping. KK will call my phone tripping if I say certain words, right? So I respect the Crips, so I'm not going to say the words, but saying all of that. And after a while, man, when I walk back to my car, I'm in my car, I'm trying to leave. You right here, like I don't know what you reaching for. You yelling aggressively, and young Ant Hefe just had enough, man. Just had enough. Pulled out the pistol, shot about 7 to 8 times. Bro got hit, bro died, and now we're here allegedly because he still fighting the case. He could be completely innocent. This could have all been a misunderstanding. So
that was the original version of the story from Flacco, right? And now an alleged video of the shooting itself at the taco stand is going around. But this might not be the shooting, okay? So let me just check this link before I go too far. Okay, this is allegedly the footage. Now, I'm gonna take this off screen once the actual bullets start flying, but you're gonna see what basically happens before, okay? So a bunch of guys, I guess this is on the side of the street, not far from where the taco truck is. Somebody pulls up, all right? They're having a conversation, looks like a sort of tense exchange of words. People are, you know, arguing. It looks like somebody's kind of getting called out. This guy's walking over, and basically all these guys, they're having words. And soon it's going to escalate into a confrontation and guns are going to be pulled out. So things are tense. These groups are kind of talking to each other. All right. It's a bit of a standoff. Okay. And in a couple of seconds, it's all going to pop off. And I'm going to take it off screen and just describe what happened. Okay. So right now it all popped off. People start pushing each other. A gun gets drawn. Numerous people look like they're firing shots, and one person is laid down in the middle of the sidewalk on the ground after being hit pretty badly. Okay, and then everyone kind of scrambles, gets into their cars, they all drive off, and they leave the guy laying on the sidewalk to die, basically. And I believe that is the video. Now, just to... Okay, so I'm going to pull that back. All right. So people saying it doesn't look like young Ant is anywhere in this video. People saying, on God, that's the video on exactly that. Ant's nowhere to be seen and the shooter hella skinny. They're trying to put a body on cuz for no reason. So some people are still convinced that it's him. They're saying, not saying it's old boy, but there are two shooters. It says, I see two now. One gets in the driver's seat of the second car and the next into the passenger of the orange whip, but still not Ant. Okay, people are saying apparently this isn't what he's being charged with. What's the word on the charge then? Who said that? They're saying apparently he took part in a DP, a discipline. The individual they DP'd happened to die from his injuries later that day. Now he's sharing a metal toilet connected to a sink with another man for the rest of his life. He said, all the handshaking is leaving me confused. They definitely know who did it, but they want to say Ant Hefe did this, as they claim a DP was administered by Atre and some homies. Ant was not involved nor participated, but was there, and someone died after the DP. That's where felony murder comes from. Okay, people are saying, I didn't even notice the second shooter. They're saying, you're not even realizing it's two shooters. Neither of them are Ant's size. They're saying Ant didn't get charged for this. He got charged for a DP gone wrong. The homie they DP died. Ant didn't order the DP nor participate, but he was present with fellow homies because he didn't try to stop it. In a court of law, he's just as guilty. That's why he's being charged with a hot one. And people saying facts. I think Ant is banking on someone else snitching first. The snitch's testimony will corroborate that Ant wasn't involved. Ant's defense can use snitch's testimony to help get charges dropped, and his name will still be good in the hood. Not going to lie, though, if I was Ant, I'm snitching. I don't give a F. I'm not doing life for some shit I had nothing to do with. On top of that, in 3 days, I'll be 3 years away from 40. Wife, 2 daughters, close family, a legit business owner. I'm not staying loyal to no homies who intentionally put me in a twist. They got me effed up, all right? So saying, no way that's Ant. Look at the build and how quickly he's moving. They're trying to dirty up his name for real. They're saying these YouTubers are scum, all right? And there's a lot of posts about me going around. We'll get to it. So the only thing Flacco said was that the last car, which is the white truck, may or may not have been a car that I've seen Ant drive to no jumper. I don't know where you got picked up for. Maybe he's the registered owner of said car, but he's not in any video. So who knows? So they're saying one of these cars could be his. I don't know, okay? So there's still a lot of debate over which incident this is, okay? There's still posts going around on Cali banging. They're saying this is the brother of Lil Bandit from 5'2" Pueblo Bishop Bloods who was shot and killed at that taco stand. This post is saying he was killed by young Ant Hefe, who was asking, the brother was asking for justice on the news. There's a candlelight at the location of the murder, and as you can see, this is where the taco stand murder took place. You can see the surveillance footage was kind of from up here, filming down on here, and this is where the individual was shot. So that's the candlelight for him, and that's the brother basically saying he wants justice. Being on the news asking for justice is wild. They're saying you're going to keep saying Ant killed him with absolutely no evidence. Y'all crazy. This is all cap. Flacco just made a new video breaking everything down. He showed the video of the shooting. It definitely wasn't Ant. That's why the YouTube man throws the book at dudes, because they don't understand innocent till proven guilty. They just take the first deal, that lowball. Anyway, so they're saying, I'm willing to bet money that Jala's dumbass is the one making all these posts referencing him. Point and Shoot has a better video on the subject and it's entertaining. They're saying, does Point and Shoot still have contact with Ant's family members? Video of the taco shooting. I don't like Jala either, but it's obvious he has the most up-to-date info if you watch his video. If you think Flacco got his info from Ant's family, you're gullible, okay? So a lot of people aren't sure what's going on, all right? So there have been a bunch of posts that seem to corroborate Ant Hefe being arrested for the murder of Bandit from Pueblos, but then people are saying in the comments, proof, are you just saying shit like the people who are saying that he's went down for the Yui murder? It says, a Pepto on Sedi Nash page confirmed it said Buddy was trying to buy a burrito and seen Ant and tried to bang on him, and Ant said he from Atre finna do life in prison gangster crip and stepped on shit barefaced at the taco stand on Slauson and Holmes. They're saying fake info, all right? So they're saying he from Pueblo. So people are saying it's fake info. He about to sit down for a gun regardless. They're saying people keep getting their info from Sedi Nash page. So Sedi Nash, he did do a post and he basically said that he thought Ant had been picked up for the murder of Big Yu's son.
Breaking news, bruh. Supposedly Ant Hefe is the one who killed Big Yu's son, Baby Yui. Boy, if this is true, if he's the one who did that, who pulled that off, bruh, it's gonna be an ugly ass summer. Y'all stay the hell out of LA. Well, the feds is in there anyway, so there ain't gonna be too much shit going on. But after that World Cup shit, bro, it's gonna get uglier than ugly. I hope he didn't do this shit. I hope it was a dispute between him and somebody, and it's really self-defense, and he just ain't say nothing, and his lawyer gonna get him up out of there. But if he the one that off Baby Yui, bruh, this shit gonna be bad. This gonna be bad, and I mean, this gonna be ugly.
So Sadie Nash is claiming that, all right? But people are saying it's cap. Saying this is the same dude who said Ben 10 was going to be dead by Thursday following the shooting and said he was a vegetable. All right. Sadie Nash is a liar. People aren't feeling Sadie Nash. Okay. So it's interesting, right? Should we read this hate comment? Let's read the hate comment. They're saying, I'm so glad I don't see him, Trap Law, or Flacco. If Adam and Vlad think because they've had channels for 20 years and because somebody we like are being interviewed that they are the magic, because of the side of the platform constantly shitting on up and coming up about their views, I'm going to get them out of the way too. It's not you, Vlad, or Adam. It's the people being interviewed like Charleston. Try telling Adam's a gum. I disagree with that. All right. Adam has done a lot for the scene. Anyway, okay. People were saying it was the dude. They're saying Seti and Wack the feds. So basically, they're saying Seti and Wack are in the comments saying that it was Baby Yui. Says there ain't no details out. You don't know shit. Just let the law do its job. That's why LA dudes look at you how they look at you, always doing weird stuff. Seti said, sounds good. Someone said, LMAO, why add it then? This blogger journalist be getting muddy as F. And then someone says, would you like me to say what LA is saying? They're saying he the one that got Baby Yui out the way. You rather that? So that's been posted around a lot. Okay. And there's a few other things that Sadie Nash would post that he kind of made him believe that Hefe might have been involved in that shooting. He posted this kind of questionable video of Hefe seemingly accidentally admitting a shooting that I think we saw before. Do you remember this?
I don't know who this person is, but Hot Topics is pertaining to the shooting I did man.
They're saying the shooting I did the other day. Okay. So obviously he would kind of bring up all these rumors in more detail about, Ant Hefe potentially being involved in the murder of Big U's son. And he would kind of elaborate sort of later in the video on this theory and give a bit more info as to why he thinks that's the case.
I just got some breaking news, bruh. They saying that allegedly, supposedly, Ant Hefe is the one who killed Big U's son, Baby Yui.
69th and 5th, 69th and 5th, this guy just got shot and killed. 77th Division.
Instagram. 50 vloggers that uncovered this situation.
Ain't nothing. I love nut though.
It done been shit about 50 vloggers that uncovered this situation. This the hottest thing on social media. Every day it's a new element, a new something that happened. Oh, it's gonna be a gang war. Oh, they probably did it. Oh, this would happen. So it's just like that's a neutral spot. All type of people, everybody hang out.
Boy, if this is true, if he's the one who did that, who pulled that off, bro, it's gonna be an ugly ass summer. Y'all stay the hell out of LA. What a
So that's not proof. All right, that's not proof. Now, Wack 100 would discuss the theory a little bit further on his Clubhouse show, and he seems to know a lot about Big U and Baby Yui. But let's see what Wack said.
Now, does Ant Hefe got a motive to down Big U son? Absolutely. 608 Trey Gangster. Been a 40, 50-year war. Do I think Ant Hefe will go out his way to do this situation? I don't think so. Now, because some had arrived, or some had went on to where involving some Ant Hefe people and possibly Big U son with some disrespect or some violating that happened, and maybe this would have absolutely is always a possibility. Do I think this nigga's crazy enough to go to reporting on that shit the way he did on YouTube? Probably so, because his mind would be, if I don't say nothing, niggas gonna wonder why. So let me go head on and just play it off like it ain't nothing going on and report on it. But again, it said he's saying a bunch of people telling me that I could just be mothers like, oh, well, Big U son got killed. Could have been that. Could have been this. Or it could have been a nigga on this block last night that was playing with him. You know what I'm saying? Or it could be a murder from 15 years ago.
So we don't really know exactly what's going on, okay? So shout out to my guy Remo. All right, Remo. You know, he be making a lot of things happen over at No Jumper. He basically has come out to say that, you know, this story that he shot up the taco stand isn't true, and that really he apparently, you know, knows the real story, which is that apparently there was the DP, as we saw in those Reddit comments a few months ago. Somebody died, and they're saying that's what he was picked up for. So Remo's posting this. Shout out to Remo, that's my guy. But he also ain't got no evidence, right? Just like Flacco ain't got no evidence, Remo ain't got no evidence. Yeah, nobody got no actual evidence. It's a whole lot of talk at this stage.
Yo, just an update. On the Ant Hefe situation. I know a lot of rumors and shit been hitting the internet. Everyone's trying to say that young Ant Hefe was actually involved with the shooting at a taco stand. I'm not sure about that. From what I'm hearing that young Ant Hefe was actually arrested from a situation that stemmed from like a few months back. I'm hearing it was like a DP gone wrong where, I don't know, maybe somebody in his clique got DP'd, but in the midst of the dude getting a DP, someone actually passed away during the DP, and that is actually what Ant Hefe supposedly, allegedly is arrested for. I'm hearing that is not for the shooting. You know, a lot of people have been on record saying that it was actually him. He shot a guy a few times at the taco stand and related to some blood incident. I'm hearing that those are two different separate incidents and shit from what I'm hearing in my sources and shit. But, you know, free young and Hefe. Shout out to everybody involved. You know, my condolences to everybody. But, yeah, I don't think Ant Hefe was actually involved with that shooting that everyone's trying to say with the blood guy from PB or wherever. But it was actually from a situation that stemmed from a few months back. And I think if you can if you see the videos, you can see Ant Hefe kind of was going through it where you could say he had a hard day. So I think Ant Hefe kind of knew the feds, or not the feds, but the police was actually on to him. He kind of knew about the situation in advance. But free Ant Hefe, man, for real, man.
Yep. So basically, okay, there's some new information now that's come out about this. Flacco has actually just revealed that Ant Hefe, he wasn't the only person that got arrested for the murder. Apparently, there were 3 other members of the 8-Tray Gangsta Crips that also got arrested in this case. So this is the update from Flacco.
Ant Hefe was picked up, again, this is directly from family members of Ant Hefe, okay? Ant Hefe was picked up for a conspiracy that took place a couple of months ago, a murder. What was this conspiracy? What was this murder? Well, let me explain, okay? Ant Hefe is from 8-Tray Gangsta Crips. 4 8-Trays were arrested yesterday. Ant Hefe was just one of them. There were 3 others that was arrested. Now, apparently a DP was taken. Now, Ant Hefe was not involved with the DP at all, but a DP was taking place. Now, when the DP is taking place, they brutalized and beat up the dude so bad. I don't know if weapons were involved. I don't know what were involved, but they brutalized this dude so bad that he died during the DP. Now, where the murder and the robbery comes in, after the dude died, they ran into his car, stole some stuff, and dipped. Now, the police is claiming, according to Ant Hefe's family, that Ant Hefe was there when this took place. Ant Hefe was again, not involved with the DP. He did not punch anybody, didn't hit him, but he was present when the DP took place. And because of that, Ant Hefe's family is claiming that the police is saying that Ant is involved in this conspiracy to murder. That's why Ant Hefe is in jail, according to his family.
Okay, so that's what Flacco's saying, all right? But I do actually have some interesting new information about this. So now everybody is on the DP gone wrong, the discipline gone wrong narrative. Now, what's interesting about this is that essentially we now know, okay, that there were a few people that were arrested in this case. Not only were a few people arrested in this case, okay, but I might have some information on the other person who got arrested, okay? So I'm going to show you here, all right? I'm going to show you a little bit of interesting info here. So this is basically the reporting on Ant Hefe's arrest. Okay, Maurice Keandre Shellman. Okay, he was arrested and he was in court this morning. I would have gone down there, but they didn't actually announce he was in court until after it happened. But there's another basically person that was apparently arrested at the same time as him. Okay, this is someone who goes by the name Johnny Lee Gray, and they were arrested for murder. assault with a firearm, vandalism, a bench warrant, failure to appear on misdemeanor, another warrant, and battery on a peace officer. He was held on a $1.335 million bond. Now, what's interesting about this is people trying to work out, well, who are the people that got arrested with Ant Hefe? Well, we looked up this person who got arrested at the same time. We found them on Facebook, and they'd thrown up 8-tray. Okay? So this is the set, right? They've thrown up 8-tray, same way Ant's throwing up 8-tray. They've thrown up the set, all right? Is what it is, okay? They're throwing that up. Now, what is interesting about this is we still don't know what the alleged DP or what the incident was. Now, what is interesting is that the other person that was charged that I just show you, they're not just charged with murder, they're also charged with assault with a firearm on a person, right? As well as battery on a peace officer. I don't know if all of these things happen at the same time, but obviously I'd been digging and looking, and me and my researchers have been looking for any new information about this. And we did find one case that would have been in the 8-tray hood from January of 2026. People talking about a DP went wrong a few months ago. This was a few months ago, but this was a fatal shooting. Now, because the second person has allegedly been arrested with a firearms charge as well as murder, it makes me believe that perhaps it was a DP that went wrong and somebody grabbed a gun and a shootout ensued, perhaps. Because this apparently happened right in the 8-tray's hood, but it was a shooting, so that kind of doesn't really fit in with the DP gone wrong theory. It says police are searching for a suspect who fatally shot a man and his dog in the Vermont Knolls neighborhood Sunday night. Gunfire reported near West 81st Street and Vermont Avenue. So this is near Ant Hefe's hood, basically, very close to the 8-trays. All right, shortly after 10 p.m., officers found a Hispanic man in a tent at the rear of an alley suffering from one gunshot wound. He was pronounced dead at the scene. The dog was also found dead. Okay. So investigators believe the man was homeless, but haven't released any information about the gunman or a possible motive. So that's not sounding like a DP gone wrong. But there are a few other interesting cases of people that were actually found beaten to death. And in a lot of these cases, it seems like, you know, these guys are kind of being found either near the hospital or, you know, I think some of these cases, people are actually being dropped off near the hospital from other places. So this says a hospital needs help identifying a patient found injured in DTLA. He's around 30, was found lying face down in the Skid Row area. But that doesn't sound like a DP gone wrong. Okay, but again, these are the few examples of somebody basically being beaten senseless. Okay, there's a few other examples, but I don't think any of these are actually the case. Okay, these are just all the examples of like people that were basically found beaten, right? And this is a common thing. Apparently hospitals, actually, there's been numerous cases where people are kind of found injured in DTLA. I don't know if people are getting dumped near the hospital. I don't know if people are just, you know, turning up. But there's a bunch of cases around LA. And I'm not saying that any of these specifically are the case. But what I am saying is that there's quite a few of these cases of people being found injured, right? Sort of, you know, known spaces, Union Station, all right? So it could be one of these kind of cold cases, one of these random cases where somebody is found, you know, beaten half to death or beaten to death and winds up at the hospital. So we're still trying to get to the bottom of this. I'm digging into this, trying to find any updates that I can. Obviously, once Remo gave the update that this was a DP gone wrong, everybody started kind of pointing the finger, okay? And that includes me. All right, people are saying, how many bodies are you going to put around Ant Hefe's name? Jesus Christ, I've heard Baby Yui, dude from Pueblos, and now a DP gone wrong. Y'all putting Ant Hefe around a lot of BS in the last 34 hours. Y'all messy for content. People saying that's not a DP, that's a put off this world. All right, anybody that's going to their own scheduled DP as natural selection, F's sake, survival instincts, people. For real, I'd rather get DP from Dredd and Brian Pumper than go to a dusty, rundown neighborhood and get beaten to death. They're saying this hot, someone needs to get at Remo and let him know this ain't a good look and it ain't doing him any favors. This clown move, that's cap. Right, he just reporting. But we don't know if it's true. They're still saying the taco truck incident, even after Remo posted this, that's because supposedly Ant Hefe truck was there at the taco spot and the shooter got in his car. So Ant Hefe might have been... Look, I wouldn't be surprised if people are putting out this new DP gone wrong theory to muddy the waters because he really was involved in that situation at the taco truck and his car was there. All right. So it could still be that one. People saying DP gone wrong, pause. All right. They're saying, bruh, what the hell when your people locked up? Stop helping the police. Y'all doing the most. It amazes me how many bodies they're trying to put on Kerr. They couldn't wait till he got locked up so they could snitch on Kerr and put unclaimed bodies on him. Internet full of wannabe detectives with no badge. Same goes for wannabe gangbangers with no heart. They're saying Remo lying on Ant to be in the mix. They're saying this embarrassing and thirsty as F. Why would you put that many narratives around him after 2 days? No jumper handling this terribly. I don't think it matters how anyone's handling it. We're just trying to get to the bottom. Who's saying, for real, if Flacco wrong, something needs to be done about this disgusting behavior. Hefe a real person. If you don't effing know for certain, do not report it. So look, all right, if it turns out that the taco truck shooting was complete cap, I think me, Remo, Seti Nash, we're gonna have to give Flacco a DP. All right, we're gonna have to give Flacco a DP. We're gonna have to give him a put off of you know what I'm saying, of YT gang, all right, tube tray, eight tube, I don't know. But anyway, we've got another update from another person close to the situation, Christopher Lovejoy, aka 600. He's called everyone out, all right? They're calling me trap fraud, Ross. Oh no, trap fraud, right? Close friend of Ant Hefe 600 destroys the fraud ass rumors from Flacco, trap fraud, Ross, and Seti Nash, and bitch ass Remo. That ain't the alter eagle in the video. But is it his car? Is the shooter getting in his car? I don't know if we're gonna get an answer.
You know what, man? I try to be, you know, on my own thing. But these niggas is still snitching, dry snitching, lie snitching. You know what I'm saying? Topic of the whatever. Young Ant Hefe, Detroit gangsters. Did not murder nobody. Was never in no scene of no murder. You feel me? Now all these people are coming online saying that placing him at a murder scene. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, different gang members are lie snitching, dry snitching, placing him at a murder scene that he's saying that he had nothing to do with. That's crazy. How Bosco say? Stay focused, blacks.
So it says, didn't I tell you they was going to take them videos down? Let's see. So this is the footage, right? We already seen this, okay? So I'll be real. I like 600, but he pointing the finger at everyone else doing their reporting. Bro, you reporting once again just like everyone else with no facts, no evidence. Ain't no evidence, right? So 600, he wants to be part of the fake news club, but at the same time, it's like, bro, if you're going to do that, like, let us know. Let us know what really happened. Don't hop on here and talk about, yeah, no, you guys all fake news. He didn't do nothing. Anyway, no proof, no information. We're just trying to get to the bottom of this. Now, a lot of people have been saying, how the F did Flacco know what happened before everyone else? Well, it might be the case that he didn't know because it's not true, right? Okay. People saying it posted. Now, I'll be real with you. I did actually see this shooting get posted in the Reddit before Flacco dropped his video on it. Okay. And I don't know if someone in the Reddit just found a story that was capped, or if maybe this hasn't been debunked. This still could be Ant Hefe driving away from that scene. People saying, so is it this shooting or Big Yu's son? They're saying it's the blood. All right. But this is old. People saying Adam dropping the ball, not being on top of this. This shows Flacco was valuable to no jumper. He's ahead of them in covering shit. They should be lapping him on. Right. But in spite of Remo allegedly setting the record straight, once again with no evidence, some people are saying that that's cap too. They're saying now Officer Remo is saying it was a DP gone bad and Hefe being locked up has nothing to do with this blood being killed at the taco stand. They said Hefe was at home sleeping. It's an LMAO, yeah, a DP happens in the street in front of a taco stand, right? That's not the same thing, okay? So other people are saying taco stand shooting, Big U son, DP gone wrong. Which is it, right? The YouTube streets throwing everything they can at young Ant. People saying Seti Nash is the only one saying anything about the Big U shit. He has no clue what he's talking about. His credibility loses points every day. Worst part is if people were to believe this shit, it could cause real issues that he doesn't have to deal with because he lives in Texas. They're saying Snitchy Nas, the sexual... We ain't even going to read that, man. That's nonsense. Okay. But anyway, I'm still unsure, honestly. I'm still unsure. I feel like this could actually be the taco stand situation. And I have a bad feeling that now people might be trying to muddy the waters just in case what was put out there originally was true and it's getting around a little bit too much. So I really don't know. I will be keeping an eye on this story and I will update you guys as soon as I have an update. But for now, you can't debunk the taco stand story. Just because a bunch of people are coming out saying that that's not the shooting with no evidence doesn't mean that, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, show me some proof that this is a DP gone wrong. Okay, show me some proof that this is Big U's son that got killed. No one's got anything. Okay, so until we actually hear it from some legal paperwork and we actually get some updates officially, I think right now we're just going to still be speculating. And I don't think there's a problem with that. I'm on here telling you that it sounds like some of the things that have been reported over the last couple of days might not be true. I'm just going to keep it real with you guys at every turn, okay? I'm not going to act like I got things right when I didn't. I was reporting the information that was going around yesterday. Now they're saying it's something else. They're saying DP gone wrong. Well, I've seen zero evidence for DP gone wrong, but I'd like to see it. So if there's DP gone wrong evidence tomorrow, and I've been digging, I've looking for any evidence of a DP gone wrong. That's all I could find. One shooting and couple people getting bundled out front of hospitals in downtown LA, beaten senseless. All right, that's all I could find. So if I find some more evidence for this DP gone wrong, I'll be sure to let you guys know. But for now, that is all we have. So I'll keep you guys posted if I hear anything else. But for now, guys, I'm out. Peace.